Welcome to the Jets Draft Position Preview Series. Today, we're talking cornerbacks. So let's just start with a little sauce in Cincinnati in Ahmad Gardner. And he brings the sauce on Sundays.
Ahmad got that nickname at 6 years old. Cincinnati hasn't produced an NFL first-round pick since 1971. That's going to change draft weekend, and it's going to change early. Gardner had 9 career interceptions, 3 picks in each of the past 3 seasons. Durability also there. Missed 1 game over the last 3 seasons. Quarterbacks looked away from him last season because they didn't want to be picked off, and they knew he was going to knock the ball down. Only 2.9 targets over there towards Gardner. He can get handsy at times, 9 penalties the past 2 seasons, but you'll love his length, you'll love his man press ability, and you'll love the way he plays on the football field. He's electric.
Would you ever consider getting diamonds in the teeth like Sauce?
No.
All right. I did like Rich Cimini's nickname for Sauce if he were to be drafted by the Jets or the Giants. Maybe some applesauce coming to New York. But anyway,
God.
Another top corner prospect, LSU's Derek Stingley. Interesting case here, though, because if Stingley had the season he had as a freshman, but let's say it happened this past season, we'd be singing a different tune here because injuries do play a big role in his evaluation.
I bet you talk to some draft gurus and they say Stingley boom or bust because the talent is there. He was doing cornerback drills with his dad at age 3. This is in his blood. In 25 career games, 6 interceptions. I also like his special teams ability. He was LSU's main punt returner in 2019 and 2020. He also wore number 7 for the Bayou Bengals as a junior, which is reserved for the LSU player who shows the best talent and leadership. The talent is definitely there. For him, it's going to be, hey, can he stay on the field and produce weekly?
Also, just think about the players he played against as a freshman on his own team. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Joe Burrow ended up being pretty good pros in the NFL so far in their short careers. But if you're on the East Coast, you're probably thinking LSU is DBU. If you're on the West Coast, you're probably thinking the University of Washington, UW, is DBU. So for a pair of Huskies and more about them, let's hear from Caroline.
Trent Mcduffie and Kyler Gordon may go among the first 32 picks of the draft, playing the same position at the same school. While the Huskies' record was only 4-8 this past season, these all Pac-12 corners bring so much more to the table. Trent Mcduffie is a standout first-round contender and was named the Huskies' most outstanding defensive player this past season. Coming in at 5'11", he makes up for his lack of height with explosive speed and next-level ball skills that make him a shutdown corner. Kyler Gordon comes in at 6 foot, 200 pounds, and while he might have flown under some radars, he played 722 snaps at UW without letting a single touchdown pass over him. So not only are they both elite football players, they are both known for their natural leadership. So while the University of Washington isn't quite ready to be renamed as DBU, the tandem of Mcduffie and Gordon definitely strengthened the case.
And with Mcduffie, feels like he's the first guy who likely to hear his name called between the two of them. Kyler Gordon, considered a second-round pick, I'd say, right now. So let's keep it right there in the second round, day 2 to be specific. Let's go back to the East Coast. Andrew Booth out of Clemson. What do you like about him?
Well, Booth might actually hear his name in the first round. In 25 career games at Clemson, he had 5 interceptions. He can get the football. He can find the football. He can go get it. He also can come down. He's a physical ball player. Been nicked up throughout his college career, so he just wants to stay healthy in the next level.
Also, Andrew Booth, another guy with great length and great size. How about a guy with Jets ties? Let's go to the SEC. Let's go to Kyrie Elam.
I covered Abe Elam, his dad, here with the Jets. He actually played in the National Football League for 8 seasons. Kyrie, his son, at the University of Florida. He missed 3 games last season, but 6 interceptions, a lot of PDs as well. Started 3 years for the Florida Gators. Another guy who fits the mold of great size, speed combination.
All right, I know our board is full right now, but who's somebody that you think needs a little more love? Who, if we had another spot on the board, we should talk to him.
All right, the Jets are set at the nickel position. They really like Michael Carter, but how about Marcus Jones from Houston? His health has to check out because he had multiple shoulder surgeries, but he can fly. He's coming off a year when he had 5 interceptions. He also had 2 kick return touchdowns, 2 punt return touchdowns. Jones scored a touchdown 4 ways in college: reception, interception return, kick return, punt return. And he also set an NCAA record with 9 career kickoff and punt return touchdowns. So once you start getting to day 3 of the draft, what can a guy provide on special teams? I really like Marcus Jones.
So far, when Joe Douglas has been drafting for the New York Jets, he hasn't selected a cornerback before the 5th round. All those guys have started for the Jets. Talk about Bryce Hall in 2020, Michael Carter II in 2021, Brandon Echols in 2021. Obviously, Jason Pinnock in the mix as well, started at safety. But Caroline, do Jets fans want a corner as early as pick number 4, or do they want to keep the routine here and maybe go day 3?
Okay, this one shocked me, I'll be honest. 48% of the votes were saying wait until day 2. But for the 22% who voted for number 10, of course, a fan favorite was Sauce Gardner, but I was shocked hearing that they wanted to wait until day 2.
I guess I'm a little surprised, too, to wait until day 2, but EA, Sauce Gardner at 10 feels like maybe a dream scenario, no?
Yeah, I don't see that happening. And, you know, the more you hear about Sauce Gardner, you're thinking that he's going to be a top 5 pick. In fact, in Mel Kiper's most recent mock draft, he had Gardner going to the Detroit Lions. Gardner actually hails from Detroit. He's a Detroit native, but he's a dynamic playmaker. And if you were talking about cornerbacks before this year, you probably would have thought Stingley up above, but that just speaks to the production and what kind of offseason Gardner is at.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. I think you make a great point. Gardner's had a great pre-draft process. If you want more coverage, stay right here on NewYorkJets.com.